My name is Antonio Flores Sanchez. I'll be hosting the Square Nutrition Club loyalty call. First, I'll start off with some quick housekeeping. There is Spanish translation available, so feel free to join using the Spanish translation. Along with that, everybody is muted, um, but please feel free to use the chat feature to post any questions.
Okay.
We will try to answer your questions as we go throughout this training call today. But we will also have a Q&A section towards the end where we will answer some of the really big important questions asked today. Once again, my name is Antonio Flores Sanchez. I am the Senior Manager for Nutrition Club Development for the NAM region. Hi, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'll do a quick introduction. So I've been with the company now for about 8 months, and for Nutrition Club operators and owners, you will be seeing my face a lot more as I create tools and resources for our Nutrition Club program here in the U.S. And in Puerto Rico to help you grow your business. Our structure of the call today will be the introduction that I'm doing right now. We are going to talk about Square loyalty and loyalty program in general and how it pertains to your business. We're also going to have a panelist on this call today, one of your fellow distributors, participating and giving their testimonial on their experience on the Square loyalty program and sharing their insight. After that, we will share some future upcoming enhancements to the Square loyalty program. And then we will close off the call by doing a Q&A section where we get to answer any questions that came up during the call. With that being said, let me start off by kicking off and saying welcome to the Square loyalty program. And what is a loyalty program? So let's keep it general and let's keep it big. How does this affect your business and how does it contribute to your business? Well, a loyalty program is a business tool that helps you in leveraging the resources that you have at your business to increase customer visits, attract new customers, grow your average ticket, increase perceived value to your customer per visit, increase the loyalty and experience that your customer has at your business, and much more than that. The limit and possibilities do not exist. It is up to you and how you use a loyalty program to leverage that relationship with your customer. And all of this is done by rewarding your customers for their purchases at your business. So that is what a loyalty program is. But in more detail, we're going to talk about how the Square loyalty program that we launched in July, how that pertains to your Nutrition Club business and how it works together. To start off with, what is the customer loyalty program for Square? So the Square loyalty is a digital rewards program that allows you to reward your Nutrition Club customers for their purchases and encourage repeat business. Why did we launch this? Well, Square currently has a loyalty program for its customers. And since adding Square as another payment processor last year, we've wanted to take advantage of the advanced features and benefits that Square already has existing and leverage it and connect to our tools in order to improve your business and make a seamless transition for you, the Nutrition Club owner, and the interaction you have with your customers. Who can use this feature? Currently, all distributors using HL My Club and Engage, and currently it's available in the US only. And what are the features and benefits? Your customers will earn points for every Nutrition Club consumption transaction, redeemable for discounts towards future purchases. The enrollment is easy, and there's also reporting to let you see performance. It is very, very important for you to know, and the purpose of the call today is to give you information to make the right decision if this is a business tool that would benefit your nutrition club and the relationship you have with your customer. The Square Loyalty Program is a separate pay subscription, so it's very, very important that you calculate that cost as part of running your business and making sure that it is the right decision for your business and something that your customer is looking for. It is very important to know, and things that nutrition club owners who have signed up for the Square Loyalty Program is that the Square actually does offer a 30-day free trial for you to trial run this program in your nutrition club business and figure out if it is the right tool and interaction for your customers. But as I move forward, let me give you some of the technical aspects of this program. So it's very important for you to know that keep in mind that only nutrition club owners can set up the Square Loyalty Program for their location. It is very important and recommended that you set up the program through a PC or a laptop, but it can be done using the tablet in your nutrition club. And as of May 2025, you're required to have the minimum software version for iOS 16 and above and for Android 12 and above. If you do have any further technical questions, you can always log into or email our tech team at hntechsupport@herbalife.com, and they can guide you with additional support. So as we continue forward and learn more about this program, if you don't have a lot of information for this, conditions for customer enrollment into the loyalty program. So what is required of the nutrition club and your customer in order to have them be part of a loyalty program? One, the club owner must have subscribed to the Square Loyalty Program. And we're not going to go into technical aspect of how to sign up. We are going to provide you a guide after this call on how you can review that process. But what I can tell you is that the Herbalife team worked really hard and did an amazing job of creating a seamless experience of enrolling into the rewards program, you as a nutrition club operator, and very seamless process of the customer enrolling into the program and the nutrition club operator using the program during a normal transaction, where you almost don't realize that it's running at the same time. It's adding almost no additional steps to what you already do at your nutrition club. Step 2 is any club operator can enroll customers into a loyalty program. Step 3, customers must have a valid phone number before enrolled into the loyalty program. But good news for those of you that are not aware, as of last month, the phone number validation has also been expanded to validate phone numbers outside of the US. And lastly, most importantly, because this is an important legal requirement, customers must consent to loyalty enrollment terms and conditions before enrollment. But don't worry, that process is very quick and easy. And like I mentioned, after this call, we will providing you resources for you to see what the steps look like of creating a Square Loyalty account, which, quick reminder, there is a 30-day free trial, and also how the quick features of using the program, which you can view before you make a full commitment. With that being said, I am going to introduce our panelist, which is a fellow distributor. Her name is Mariel Stoy. She is part Millionaire team. and she will share her story, her experience with the Square Loyalty Program. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then that way she can come on the screen and talk to us about her story.
Thank you, Antonio. My name is Muriel Stoy, and I am from Laramie, Wyoming. My husband and I started this business about almost coming up on 9 years next month. We fell in love with the Nutrition Club model. Mostly, my husband was first invited to a nutrition club. He dropped quite a bit of weight, felt energized, and had amazing results. So I shortly jumped on board and fell in love with the products as well as the community. And that's when we both knew that we wanted to share this with others. So we loved the environment, the community aspect, and the idea of helping people get healthier together. So 5 years ago, we moved to Laramie to continue to grow our business. We poured into the community here and created a true community group setting that we enjoy every day. Part of that growth has been finding ways to make the customer experience smoother and more fun. That's why this Square loyalty system has been awesome. So the system's been a huge improvement on what we've had in the past. I'm sure, like many of you, we've tried everything over the years, from the old school punch cards to the electronic punch cards. We even created our own custom app. People liked those, but they were separate from our sign-in system, and it got confusing, and so they weren't quite sure what they were pulling up to use their rewards. So that's really what we love about the Square Loyalty is it's a all-in-one place. It's completely integrated with the HL My Club, with Engage. So if you're using that, customers can actually see their points on Engage, and it's simple for them and for us to use. So it's a one-stop shop tied to their phone number. So no extra punch cards to track, no extra apps to download. So in today's fast-paced world, kind of like Antonio said earlier, that it's super simple to use. We launched it when it first popped up. So we launched right away. We're able to send out an email to let our current customers know about it and invite them to join it, which got them super excited. And then Square gives you that trial period so you can see and test out to see if it works for your storefront, your business model, and work out the kinks as well. The transition was super smooth and streamlined for us. So I'm excited for all of you to try it out and see how it works for you. The feedback that we got, our customers love it. Most people are already used to using some type of loyalty system at other businesses, coffee shops, restaurants. So it's super familiar to what they do on a daily basis. It's also engaging, and it's gamified a little bit. On Engage, it shows you your points so you can see how many points before you get to your next item or discount, and they get excited to keep coming back to build more points. It's been a huge drive for repeat visits. And so we've seen more return customers, higher engagement, great feedback from our community overall. And it just makes the experience way more fun. So if you haven't used it and you're still trying to figure out how to maximize it, I definitely recommend leaning into it, making sure that your team mentions points at checkout, celebrate when somebody earns a reward, and use it as a way to build those relationships with your customers. It's one of the easiest ways to keep people coming back, to keep them motivated, to continue their health and wellness journey, and to keep you loving on your community, which we all do in our business.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that story, Mariel. Before we go into a Q&A session, I am going to give you a little bit more information about the program, which I think will answer some of the questions in the chat, but also will give you a better reference of how the program works. And then I'm also going to give you some sneak peek of future enhancements for the program, so that way I think it'll also answer more questions and give you a better understanding of how this can, if you choose to, blend it into your business. And during the Q&A, Mariel will be available to answer questions, since She's actively using the program, so distributors, don't be afraid to ask questions. Um, so like I said, I'll keep it just very clean and concise. The the sign up process for the distributor is super easy. 3 steps. You create an account with a Square Loyalty. You literally connected with HL My Club, and then you just say go. Once you do that, you do get to then create your loyalty program and the rewards the customer receives. Meaning, um, what does the customer get per transaction? So, if they're buying a shake for $7, $10, whatever your price point is, then you get to create and decide how many points they get for that transaction. And I'm keeping the language very vague because I'm going to introduce something that's coming up that is going to be very exciting, I think, for a lot of people. But once you do that, then the system automatically runs in the background, and as soon as a customer comes in, when you do the lookup for the customer, then either you will be able to see that they qualify to be signed up for the loyalty program, and then you do the last step of signing them up, or you see that they already signed up for your loyalty program, and then as you do the customer lookup and attach them to your transaction, then they are attached already and they start earning points. And to clarify, the points are for consumption transactions only. So unfortunately, retail product does not qualify. I'll say yet, but that does not qualify under the loyalty program and the parameters that it has. And you can decide if you are providing points based off of their total purchase of consumption or visit, meaning, is this visit counting a certain amount of points, or is it the dollar amount that they're spending? So you do get to make that decision. And to answer further question, you actually have the ability to do up to 15 rewards types, meaning the system will let you create 15 rewards types. And I know some of the biggest questions we had at the beginning was, well, what if I offer a free, and I'll continue using my example, a free shake. What if we offer a free shake in our old rewards program? Well, no problem. You can just equate what that dollar value is and create a reward and name it accordingly. Unfortunately, you do not have the ability to create a free shake button, but you do have the ability, when you create a reward, to say $5 off reward or a 10% off reward. And again, you are not limited. We don't set limits on what that final reward and point value is. You get to make that decision and alter it as you go. I will advise, and this is something very important for me to explain to business owners, that do the homework before you commit to this tool, even for the 30-day trial. Do your homework and look at what your existing program is, if you have one, and translate it over so that transition is seamless. And or especially if you do not have an existing rewards program, then take your time to figure out what would be best to help. And like I started this call, a great loyalty program helps you incentivize your customers through offering rewards, but increasing their visit to your business, increasing the dollar value per transaction, increasing their satisfaction with your business. So for example, I know that one of the points that somebody mentioned to me that's had this rewards program is that they've actually seen an increase in tips at their business because of the rewards program, because the customer sees better value for their spending. So then they're more incentivized to have that loyalty for your business, which is literally where the root cause of loyalty comes from. So with that, now I'm going to transition into providing some feature enhancements that are coming, and then this will also lead us into our Q&A. One enhancement that's coming that's very near and dear to my heart, because I do come from the sales world, is actually we sent out an announcement last week letting distributors know that the Square Loyalty Program is going to receive an enhancement, and one of them is that there will be an upsell feature pop-up window that will be coming up. So somewhere by the end of this week, what will happen is for those nutrition clubs that have the Square Loyalty Program, if, for example, the customer, and I'm just gonna, again, they'll hold me to this, I'm just gonna give you a simple example. If, let's say, they're $1 away from earning the next reward, like Mario mentioned, you already have your rewards created, you can gamify it as a customer, see it as a gamification, and see your progress and see that you're very close to hitting the next reward. So at the end of the transaction, the system will do the math for you and recognize that the customer is possibly only $1 away from qualifying for the next reward, and this will give the person ringing up that customer, that operator, that owner, the ability, with a reminder to notify you of that they're $1 away from that next reward, and this is your time to shine, leverage your relationship with your customer, and get creative. What can the customer add on right now in order to qualify for the next reward that they could either use today or at least build up for the next day? And one thing I'll tell you about me is I'm a rewards person. If you were to see all my rewards apps that I have a lot saved up. And people are always telling me, are you sure you don't want to use them? Like, no, I have a specific purpose for them. And there's a lot of people like that. So make sure you give them that incentive. Another customization, which I kind of referred to earlier, an enhancement that's coming up this week will also release, is the Square Loyalty System will actually give you the ability to change the terminology of, like I was using earlier, I was using the term points and rewards. So you can change those phrases in the systems. Instead of them saying points, they can actually say stars. Herbalife dollars. The possibility is limitless because you have the power to actually type in what you would like that terminology to be used in the system. This will also make the transition easy for a lot of people who already have existing rewards programs. And then lastly, I'm going to announce another enhancement that's coming up, which will be available again this week. The next enhancement is the Nutrition Club owner will have the ability to turn on or off a feature of allowing the customers to enroll to the Square Loyalty Program through the check-in process at the kiosk, or also through Engage. So right now, the customers do have the ability through Engage to see their progress, but very, very soon they'll know that your Nutrition Club location has the loyalty program. They'll be able to actually log in through create a rewards loyalty program through Engage. And later on in the future, they'll be able to redeem through Engage. Not currently, but it is coming. But again, the enhancement feature will release this week, which will allow you to turn on or off separately whether you would want to give the customer the ability to enroll into the loyalty program when they check in through the kiosk, or through the Engage app. And I think that does answer actually one of the questions that we have. With that being said, before I move on to the Q&A, I do want to clarify and add that the enhancements are actually based off of the recommendations and asks from the distributors. So obviously we can't work on 100 enhancements all at once. We do try to prioritize what we think will impact your business right now, but we are open to your feedback. In the beautiful thing about the Square system, oh, actually, that is, I just reminded myself of something. The Square loyalty program works independently from the Square payment processor. So you do not have to have the Square payment processor in order to have the Square loyalty program. The Square loyalty program works directly and integrates into HL My Club. But the beautiful thing is that, again, we are leveraging Square as a technology and their benefits and the features that they've already created. When with that is based off of feedback from the distributors, then we continue to develop enhancements and add more features as you request them. So feel free to send that through your communication channels, and we'll do our best to work on what we know that we can get done in order to help your business. So now we're going to go into the Q&A section. I am going to look at some questions and we're going to see what we can answer right now. Muriel, you might help me with some. I'll let you know in a moment. So I already answered a couple. Okay. I have one question which I was already aware was going to come up. How much does it cost? Mariel, I'll also let you interject, but I'll give you the starting point. So it is a separate pay subscription. Again, you do not have to have Square as a payment processor in order to have this. But right now, it is a set. It has several tiered fees. This first starting fee is $45 a month, up to 500 loyalty visits. And let me explain. So the Square loyalty program is limited to per owner per location. So if you were to have 2 locations, that $45 for up to 500 loyalty visits would be for 1 location. If you want to set it up for 2 locations, then it would be $45 each. But when you do that, because it is under your name, under your account, you actually can use the system in both locations. So the program, you don't have to do any duplicate work. And your customer can go between both locations and both earn and redeem using the same loyalty program. Muriel, was there anything you wanted to add to that, since you have already made the expenditure on this program?
I don't think so. We just noticed, we compared it to what we had paid in the past, and the price was worth the streamlined investment.
What I thank you for pointing that out. What I do want to add is that because of all the work that we did to make sure it integrates seamlessly into HL My Club, it does save you a lot of duplicate and triplet work in documentation and recording your transactions. So there is an offset, but again, it's something that you have to make a choice if it fits in your business model right now. Let's see. Miriam, I think they're actually asking, I'm not sure how in-depth you want to go into it, but I think they want to hear an overview of what your rewards program looks like. So what do you offer your customers? Are you able to answer that question?
Yeah, so we have ours set up for points per purchase. So every dollar amount gets you, or so much dollar amount gets you 1 point. And once you build up your points, so we've got ours set up to some simple items. We've got Perlessa or H3O or shakes or mega teas or jumbo teas. So they can pick what items they want. And you can We use ours as some of the most popular items, but also for them to try some new items. So it really helps you introduce some new products to your customers that may not even know they exist.
Thank you very much. I will answer one question. So I'm going to translate it from Spanish to English. Does the program only recognize or offer points for Engage or Kiosk transactions, and will it offer it on cash transactions? So the answer is, for the first part, is as long as you're using HL My Club to complete your transaction and you are collecting the customer's information and they are an enrolled customer, then they will earn points on their consumption transaction. That being said, it doesn't matter what payment processor you're using, and also it does not matter if the customer is paying cash or card, as long as the transaction is completed. So hopefully that answered that question. I think I've answered a lot of the other questions. I think now that I've explained a little bit more. Devendra or Julian, I know you're in the background. Is there any question that I might have missed that you think would be good for me to answer?
I guess one you already answered related to the kiosk. So kiosk capabilities coming up this week. So there's one question related to payment processor, if it is used with PayPal or Zettle. So if you are using the payment processor as a PayPal, will this loyalty program work? The answer is yes. You are not restricted to use only Square payments. You can use a Square loyalty program even if you are processing payment using Square, or even if you are processing payment using PayPal or Clover or anything like that. All the transactions, even completed with cash, will be contributed towards loyalty program. So.
Awesome, thank you. And I know I've seen you answer a lot of questions in the background. To further elaborate, like I mentioned, there will be a message going out afterwards in all the Telegram channels that will send you a link to the user guide for this Square Loyalty program, and the user guide guides you into how to set up the system, and then also will show you the basic use of the system, which, trust me, is actually that easy to use. And with that, then you can make a decision to decide if you want to do at least a 30-day free trial, and then from there see how well it fit into your program at your nutrition club.
Yeah. And Antonio, I get there a few more questions again related to the cost. So if you are able to flash the cost tier on the screen for everyone to just look at it real quick.
Let me get that ready. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so that way everybody can see. Okay, currently showing you what the cost here is. So like we mentioned earlier, be $45 up to 500 loyalty visits, 75 from 501 to 1,500 loyalty visits per month, and 105 for more than 1,500 loyalty visits. And this is per Nutrition Club location. So if you do have 2 locations under your account, then the price will obviously double. And with that, I'm going to go into the next section. I'm gonna make sure that in order to make sure that we create a better channel of both communication of support, and then also making sure that we're able to help you with any technical issues. We wanna bring this to the front, which is with any issues or questions, especially if any software supported from our end, Herbalife, to make sure that you feel free to submit your inquiries to hntechsupport@herbalife.com. Again, that email is hntechsupport@herbalife.com. This this email will then take your questions to the experts, and then make sure to give you back answers. But it also provides us insight into what might be happening in a bigger scale, and that way we don't just fix the issue for one distributor, but we can hopefully fix it for everyone all at once. So again, I want to bring this to everybody's attention, is make sure you leverage this email, hntechsupport@herbalife.com, in order to send any questions or issues for that Herbalife supported software, that we can get you a quicker and faster answer. And it looks like we're going to be wrapping up this call faster, but before we do, like I mentioned, we're going to be sending out, I believe tomorrow actually, we'll be sending out communication. Thank you for joining this call, but giving you the link directly to access the user guide. But just in case you're not able to access that link, then here I'm showing you the steps of where that link is available, which the link is actually available on the operations page of HL My Club. So under HL My Club, if you go under support, if you go under user guides, you will find that link. It's actually the last link on the presentation section. That's where you'll be able to access the link that will show you how to create your Square loyalty accounts, how to connect it with your HL My Club, and it'll also show you all the easy steps of completing a transaction, redeeming points, adding a customer into the system, removing a customer into the system, and also adding manually points or removing points from their account. So with that being said, I think this is a perfect time to wrap up this call, unless there's any questions that might still have come up that would be great to answer. I'll wrap it up by, I know obviously, unfortunately I can't share all the information all at once, but you can actually start the process of when you log into Square.com. Before you commit to anything and before you move forward, you actually can view the price point for this program. So you will have that ability to see that without having to commit to the 30-day free trial or the actual full subscription. Okay, well, everybody, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. I look forward to hosting more calls where we bring fellow distributors to share